Good afternoon and welcome to the Wall Street Crossover Show with myself and Darren Sinden, who's the market commentator at Admiral Markets, who sponsor this segment. Good afternoon, Darren.
Afternoon, Zach.
Enjoying the rain?
Oh, lovely. Yes, it was delightful to get dousing.
It's been so hot recently, we want to cool off a bit,
absolutely,
don't we?
Yeah, that's
right, have the markets cooled off at all?
I think they have, really, yeah. I think you look around today and you see people on the back foot predominantly. I think, as we'll see in a moment, some of the data that's come out has surprised to the downside, and it's given people pause for thought. Plus, we saw weaker markets in the US last night, and that trend's continued through.
Okay, well, let's have a look at what you've served up for us this morning.
I think we could really call today PMI Friday. I don't think we'd be speaking out of court if we did that. And the first headline that I've alighted on is the China flash PMI number for July. Came in at a very disappointing 48.2. That was a 15-month low, much lower than the forecast level of 49.7 and the prior read of 49.4. Just remember, in this PMI, in these PMI stats, anything below 50 is contractionary.
So that is not nice, is that really?
No, it's not really. But it's easy.
How do you get that when you've got 7% GDP growth?
Well, exactly. Hey, you probably haven't really got 7% GDP, real GDP.
All these figures could be wrong.
That's also possibly true. But I mean, this is a survey conducted by Market. They canvass the large majority of the people that contribute to the and organisations that contribute to the official PMI numbers.
Well, it's very interesting. I mean,
there's a dichotomy between the two. I prefer to believe the independent numbers rather than the state numbers, but I guess we have to wait and see. Moving on to Europe, and we've had PMI numbers out in the Eurozone, and we start with the French flash manufacturing PMI for July. Also disappointing, coming in at 49.6, so again contraction read versus the forecast of 50.7 and the prior read of 50.7. Again, another headache for the ECB, Mr. Draghi, and the powers that be in Paris. But it wasn't particularly much better in Germany. The flash manufacturing PMI there for July coming in at 51.5, again lower than the forecast of 51.9 and the prior read of 51.9. Yes, there's growth, but it's not. What we can't seem to do is string together 2 or 3 consecutively better numbers in a row from any of these.
The random walk continues, doesn't it?
It does, and that then consolidated down into the Eurozone as a whole. There, the flash PMI number for manufacturing here for July, a read of 52.2, lower than the 52.5 that was forecast, and again lower than the prior read of 52.5.
But beating China.
But that is interesting, isn't it? Yes, and maybe well, that's possible.
Well, anyway, Europe is allegedly expanding, and China is allegedly contracting.
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair read, and obviously the conditions have been beneficial to European exporters for the most part, as we'll see in a moment, though that hasn't all been the case for everybody.
Okay, let's go for that.